chalkpastel.com. We are here with you today to share art and history fun. And these are two subjects that we love to combine. I remember long ago asking Nana if she would show us how to make a castle for our history studies. It's a fun thing to do, and so in just a minute I will turn it over to Nana and she will show you the very few supplies that we need for today. But we also want to remind you to please share photos of your artwork. If you've joined us today, you can share those on Instagram at the hashtag #YouAreAnArtist or tag us at ChalkPastelArt. You're also welcome to upload them right here in the comments of this video or on our chalkpastel.com Facebook page. We, because of your suggestions, have a new medieval history art course, the first semester of that, coming out very soon. And we want you to stay posted. You can find out more over at chalkpastel.com. So right now, I'm going to turn this over to Nana.
Hello, my artist friends. I am Nana, and I have some help with me this morning. We're going to start out drawing and painting a castle, a very simple castle. You don't have to be stressed about it. We're going to go nice and slow so you can keep up with us. First thing that we need is our paper. This is plain copy paper. Just plain copy paper straight out of the printer. And I have put it on a scratch piece of construction paper so it won't just slide all over the table and get out of control. Now we also have our trusty pastels. As you can see, our pastels are probably shorter than yours because we have taken them and broken them into usable pieces so we can use them better with our hands and to share with our family and our friends. All right, we're going to paint this castle and we're going to start out with our brown pastel. Now, we're going to turn this pastel so you can use a point, almost like the tip of a pencil or a pen or a paintbrush. And we're going to slowly start on our castle. All right, we're going to first paint a place for the castle to be on. About 3/4 of the way down the page, we're going to start. All right, now let's get in some of these castle walls. Here's the first wall. Just a straight line. And then we're going to make the famous castle turret wall. It almost looks like a bear paw to me. Okay. Then we're going to make a shorter little bear paw. And connect it up. Now see, Nana can't even draw straight this morning. That's all right, we can fix it. And we've got a tall turret. I bet there are lots of places where you could hide out and shoot an arrow from up there. It's almost like rowing a boat on a choppy sea. Okay, and we've got another tall turret right here. If your paper is moving around, you may have to kind of hold it into place, okay? And to show that this is a castle that wraps around this way, we'll make a very narrow turret here, narrow, and then an even smaller one. There we go. Now, I think that's a pretty good castle myself. Yours looks great. All right, we've got to get inside this castle. So let's make a doorway. I think I'm going to put mine right here. It's just a rounded arch. And around the rounded arch, there will be a doorway where all the horses and the people and everybody can come inside. Now this is an artist's trick. Watch this. I only colored part of the doorway. That shows depth. And you can take your finger and pull this down, and it looks like you're going straight into the castle. All right? Now we got to have a road going across a bridge. It starts out very narrow and skinny up here, but as you get closer to the viewer, it gets wider. Now, just to be a little bit special, let's make this a real bridge. Okay? You don't have to do this if you don't want to, but I'm thinking this is going to look like a real bridge. Okay? Now, let's put some water under this bridge. Take your blue, if you like blue water, and let's just lightly put in some blue. Yep, we got to have a little bit of water on this side. And you can take your fingers and make that nice and smooth if you want to. You got to have a little bit of a bank up here. So if you want to, you can do that. And over here. All right. I'm going to put a little bit of dirt on this road. And I'm going to take my black and lightly make a stone bridge. Lightly. All right. Now, let's color in the castle a little bit. Now, I have just handed my student here a light kind of creamy yellow to go on the castle. Now, a lot of castles in England did have this creamy yellow sort of color to them. And this stone came from south central England in the Cotswolds area. And a lot of the castles that are still there today still have this beautiful honey-colored stone. And I'm just going to kind of smooth it in just a little bitty bit. Okay? Now, we've got a wonderful castle and some water going under the bridge. But you know what? We have a blank white sky, and I can't stand that. So let's get a sky color and put in a little bit of sky. And you remember that the sky goes all the way to the ground. It's not just at the top, all the way to the ground. Now I'm just going to smooth this in while you catch up with us. We did this very quickly because it was easy to do and fun to do. You may want to put some flags at your castle turrets, you know, a good red flag if you like. But what you need to do now is sign your name here in the corner and flip it over. Name your painting. You can call it Castle or King's Castle or whatever you prefer, and today's date. And go and put your castle up on your refrigerator, on the wall in your bedroom, and let everybody admire it. But we're not finished yet. Well, almost finished. So next, we're going to do a medieval crown. We can put our castle pictures away, and we are going to get out a yellow colored construction paper. If you don't have yellow construction paper, it is all right to use copy paper or a different color that you think your crown may show up on better, okay? Now, we're going to pick out some basic crown colors. This is an orangey gold color, and this is a brown. That is the main pieces that we're going to be using for our crown. We're going to start off with the orangey gold. Now, before we do, I want to explain to you about a medieval crown. Crowns back in medieval times were handmade by artisans or people that were goldsmiths. And they would take measurements of the king's or queen's head, and they would melt the gold, put it in a mold, and make a lovely crown for them to wear on their coronation day. So let's celebrate. It's soon to be Coronation Day, and we're going to draw the king's crown. I've got this orangey gold color, and I'm going to start with part of the crown, and it is a sideways mark like this, and the paper is turned horizontally. Sideways mark, and we're going to make it a point. So now it looks a little bit like a carrot, but it's not. All right, and let's make another one, and it's going to be a little bit more straight. And there we go. And then the one in the middle is as straight as you can get it. And then two more. Now, I have had the privilege of seeing the crown jewels at the Tower of London in England. And I can tell you, the current queen's crown does not look like this. It's much more fancy or elaborate. Okay, now we're going to make a band like this. And then another band right underneath it, so it'll fit snugly on the king or the queen's head. Because there was always somebody trying to knock that crown off. All right, let's just show that this is the part that sits on the king's head, under here. Now we're going to take our brown and we're going to, let's see, we're going to make another little, I think we'll make one more little band right here. All right, let's color in the crown. Take your gold, turn it on its side, and let's fill this pretty crown up with a goldish orange color. Now, look, I didn't color the whole thing. Don't stress about it. You can take a yellow and turn it on the side and really turn it into a gold crown. Or you can just leave it the bright orange gold color, whichever you prefer. And color in all the bands, except for the part that looks like a smiley face right here. We're going to get this in down here. Now, take your fingers and smooth out that gold, because a king or a queen really likes it to be smooth, not rough. Okay? Now, at the end of each one of these little points is a round circle to make it nice and pretty. And also, I was thinking earlier today, it's probably to help the cardinal not get stuck with his fingers when he put the crown on the king's head, or whoever's crowning the king. All right, now we need to get a little bit of light to make it look like a real crown. So this is what's called shadow. And the light will be coming from the left-hand side. So we're only going to put the brown on one side of the points and the circle at the top. Okay? And you can actually take your finger and sort of smooth that in and make it not quite as dark brown looking. Make it really look like a shadow. Now we need to put some fine jewels on this. So let's do a purple stone. And I think next I will do a red stone. And then how about an aqua? And I'm going to change this up. For this green, I'm going to make it look like a diamond, but it'll be an emerald. But it's just going to be diamond shaped. And maybe some sort of pink stone. And end up with a purple one. Okay. Smooth out all your gold. And let's make the inside of the crown in shadow, so the king will know this is where his head sits. Now, I think we've done a beautiful crown, and I know you have too. I know you've used some bright, bright colors. So be sure you sign your name in the corner, flip your painting over, name it. Put King's Crown or Crown and today's date. And then go and tell somebody that it's Coronation Day and this is your crown. And they will say, oh, my goodness, how beautiful. You are an artist.
Thank you so much for joining us today. look for us to be sharing a video most every week, a Facebook Live right here on the chalkpastel.com Facebook page. You can see what's coming up in the events down there. And here's a sampling from that medieval art course that is coming soon. We sure hope that you will share photos of your time here with us today. And we thank you for joining us. You are an artist.